The latest. Thank you for all love and support. I appreciate it all. Africa has become a place that anybody comes into the continent and do anything at all that they want. Things that they can't even do in their respective countries are the things that they come here and do. Even things that we the citizens can't do are the things that foreigners come into the continent and they are doing. According to the Angola government, enough of these Chinese nationals. The majority of them are living in the country doing illegal things. Laundering of our mineral resources, gold, rare earth minerals, and a lot of things, and destroying the environment. According to the government, they have destroyed the environment, water bodies, and some of the water bodies are destroyed beyond repair. So for that reason, they need to go. And it's not only Angola. We have seen that even Ghana government is asking majority of them to go because of these same activities. That some of them, about 200 and something thousand people, are living there legitimately, doing their businesses. But these ones that are involved in these activities are the illegal ones that always come into the continent through other means. And when they come, these are the things that they are involved in. How did Africa become an easy route for anybody at all to come into the continent and be doing things? How did they manage to locate the sites of all these things? Who are the ones that are responsible? Did they just get up to enter the continent on their own? Or there are some people who are behind bringing these people, showing them where these resources are to be mining? If they don't have any backup from anywhere, will they be able to do that? I showed you a video where an ambassador of China in Ghana asked these questions. That there are people, natives, who bring these Chinese nationals into the continent and into our respective countries to be doing these activities. So before we start targeting these people, we should look for the people who they are working for.
The government has given Chinese nationals only 24 hours to leave the country. Yes, only one day. Can you imagine that? Just one day to pack up and leave everything behind. Why? Because the Angolan government says they have been stealing minerals, breaking laws, and damaging the environment. This decision is huge. It is not just a small story. It is a big turning point for Angola and maybe for the whole of Africa. For years, many Africans have been saying that foreigners come into Africa, take all the resources, make huge profits, and leave Africans with nothing but poverty and environmental damage. But now Angola is saying enough is enough. To really understand why this is such a big deal, we need to go back a little. Angola is one of the richest countries in Africa when it comes to natural resources. The country has oil, diamonds, gold, and many other minerals that are very valuable in the world market. These resources can make Angola a very rich country, but unfortunately, most of the wealth never reaches the ordinary people. Many Angolans are still poor, young people are still jobless, and the roads, schools, and hospitals are not as good as they should be. Why is this happening? Because for many years, foreigners have come to Angola and taken these resources for themselves. They dig the gold, take the diamonds, and export them to their own countries. And most of the time, they do it illegally or through corrupt deals. Angola has been losing billions of dollars because of this. One of the main groups involved in this is the Chinese. Many Chinese companies and workers have been in Angola for years. They came after the civil war in Angola ended in 2002. At that time, Angola needed help to rebuild the country, and China offered loans and investments. They built roads, railways, and other infrastructure. But along with this, Chinese nationals also started mining and trading in minerals. Some did it legally, but many others started illegal mining operations. Now this problem is not just in Angola. It is happening across Africa. For example, in Ghana, illegal mining by Chinese nationals has been a big problem for years. In fact, just months ago, Ghanaian authorities arrested 10 Chinese nationals for smuggling gold. They were operating without licenses and breaking environmental laws. And that was not the first time. It has been happening again and again. Rivers in Ghana have been polluted, farms destroyed, and local people left with nothing. The same story is playing out in many countries. Zambia, Zimbabwe, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and others. Chinese companies and individuals come in, take the resources, and leave a big mess behind. And while this is happening, local people remain poor. They watch their land being destroyed, and they don't even get jobs because most of the workers are brought from China. So Angola decided it had had enough. Reports started coming out that Chinese nationals in Angola were also involved in illegal mining and resource laundering. They were not just mining gold and diamonds, but also taking rare minerals, which are very important in making electronics, like smartphones and batteries for electric cars. And they were doing it without proper licenses, avoiding taxes, and causing serious environmental damage. When the Angolan government realized how big this problem had become, they decided to act, and they acted fast. They didn't call for a meeting or a long negotiation. They gave a clear and strong order. You have 24 hours to leave Angola. This is one of the fastest and boldest decisions ever taken by an African country on this issue. Imagine the scene. Chinese workers in different parts of Angola getting the news.
How can these foreigners just enter into our continent and be doing anything at all that they want, which they can't even do in China? We have to start being serious as a people. Africa has become a backyard to anybody. People enter the continent anyhow they wish. Foreigners can move among us anyhow, yet we the citizens can't do that. Why would we allow people to come into our countries and be destroying the water bodies and the vegetation? These people entered into the continent, and we know the kind of activities they are involved in. But we can't just start targeting only the Chinese nationals. Africans, we need to be serious as a people. The leaders who have power that will always allow other people to come here because of what they are making should stop. These people can never enter Africa and know where these resources are located if they don't have natives that are sponsoring them. Like the Chinese ambassador to Ghana rightfully said, it's only the African that cherish everything paper. So we can go to any length without thinking about the future generations. The African only think about today. What we the leaders are doing to ourselves, thinking that we have secured the future of your children outside of the continent, wouldn't help. Because there is no way your children will be safe wherever you think you are building their inheritance. There are people that are backing them. Everywhere in Africa that you see these people doing these things are not doing that on their own. How will a foreigner enter Africa and wouldn't be scared of the laws? The laws are only working on us, the citizens. Any other person can come here and do anything at all they want and go scot-free. Nobody questions anybody. Nobody does anything to them because they have backing. If we actually want to stop all this illegal mining, we need to tackle it from the top. The people that are bringing these people, supplying them with equipment, they are the ones that we should be targeting. When we are able to deal with them, they wouldn't be able to bring other people to come into the continent to be doing what they are doing. Because a foreigner can never enter here and know every corner where our resources are, to go there and be doing that if they don't have a backing from us. We cherish money than the future of our generations. The African thinks about today and not tomorrow, yet we give birth. Why do we have children if we are not trying to secure what we have for them to come and enjoy? The only thing that you can ever leave for them is an inheritance from your own continent. We have a long way to go, and we really need to wake up as a people, because where we are heading towards with our continent isn't going to help us. And we the youth have a responsibility to stand up and fight against these things. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world. In Africa, in Angola,